not Formula One, it's sailing, and it's got the backing of Wall Street titans such as Larry Ellison and Mark Lazary. Deirdre Bosa is here exclusively with SailGP CEO Russell Coutts. Deirdre, take it away.
Tyler, thanks for that. And ahead of the final weekend, which is going to shape up to be some great races, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Everyone in sports wants to be the next F1 in terms of its success, its mainstream appeal. SailGP has a lot of those elements: high risk, high stakes, $2 million prize this weekend. What do you need to do to get to the league to the next level and have that sort of mainstream access?
Well, I think the interesting thing is that we've seen just incredible growth over this last, really, well, 6 months even. New teams coming on stream. We just announced a team from Brazil. We've got another announcement coming up in September, another exciting team. And as we expand into those markets, I think we're drawing more fans in to really see, what is evidently an exciting racing product. I was just saying before that really what we're seeing is this isn't the avid sailing fan that's following SailGP. Maybe 10% of our audience is that. It's really the racing fans, the general sports fan, and it's also the people that are interested in the backstories behind the athletes.
So you've got a growing fan base, and that is attracting more investor interest as well. I mentioned Mark Lazary, who led a group to buy Team USA for $35 million. Put that in perspective for us and how valuations are looking in the league.
Well, I mean, I suppose I always thought that teams would gain in value over time. I didn't think it would happen this early,
right.
And it's really been in the last year and a half. We were selling teams at 5 to 10 million. Then the first European team sold for 20 million. Then the American team sold for 35. We're now seeing sales at 45 million. I think by the time we're halfway through season 5, I don't think it's unreasonable to think we might see $80 million sales.
$80 million for a team.
Yeah.
And who is interested? Who's buying? Have you heard from tech CEOs and founders who have sort of gone into the F1 world?
Yeah, it's not people that are generally that may be sailing fans. I would have thought that we would have had wealthy individuals that are interested in sailing, right, that would have come in and bought one of these teams and had some fun with it. But really what we're seeing is real investment coming in, where these people are actually seeing an opportunity, seeing the growth. They know that some of the expansion plans for the league coming up, and really they're seeing an opportunity.
Have you heard from the private equity interest, which has taken a growing interest in professional sports?
Of course, and not only in the teams, of course, in the league, but the league's not for sale right now.
So Larry Ellison founded this league along with you back in 2018. It started with avid sailors and has moved into a broader group of investors. What's his involvement like? And what about his son, David Ellison, who just led the bid for Paramount?
Well, sure. I mean, Larry is hugely focused on tech. He's interested in sports as well. And I guess when we started this, we had this vision that really there was this gap in this sailing industry. And when these high-speed, super-fast hydrofoiling boats came along, we felt that we could set up a league like SailGP that was structured like the other sports leagues. So we looked at some of the other big sports leagues in the US, like the NBA, the NFL, and so forth, took some of the lessons that have been learnt from there and then applied it to this new sailing property. Right. And I think, we've been surprised at how quickly it's developed, pleasantly surprised.
You guys also have a YouTube docuseries, and it's done quite well. Nothing like the success of like The Drive to Succeed on Netflix. Are there plans to spend more money, a splashier series on a Netflix or perhaps a Paramount Plus?
Yeah, so currently we produce a series, a YouTube-based. It got about 2.5 million viewers last year. It's an $85,000 budget. We've got it's in process now to produce an enhanced version of that, greatly enhanced version.
Bigger budget, is that what that means?
Yeah, bigger budget.
Platform.
And then really exciting story, by the way. I can't announce that today. But then also, yes, longer term, do more of a Drive to Survive type show where you can really get behind the scenes at the tech, at the individuals, the people story, battling for their place in the team as athletes, but also the owners, you know, the business side of it. There's so many backstories that we can tell. And because the boats are all the same, all the teams use the same equipment, we can tell a lot of those stories and bring them out in the open. So there's no real secrecy. There's some business secrecy, of course, but there's no real secrecy behind the tech.
Right. And maybe create your next Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen. We'll be watching and tracking your progress. Good luck this weekend to all the teams.
Thank you.